Hi guys, Rob here with Deluks Gaming, and welcome to my first announcement/update video for the channel. So it's been a crazy couple weeks for the channel, and I figure we're long overdue for some kind of update. As a matter of fact, I think this is the very first update I've ever given to everybody. So I want to cover a few really important things for the channel and the reassembly tournaments, which is my number one thing that we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about the when, where, how, and all that kind of good stuff. Number two thing we're going to talk about is the status of some of the series, the LP series I have on the channel. Some of them are going and some of them are staying. Number three, what the schedule is going to look like, at least for the next week. And I'm going to try and do a update every week on the schedule, because I think that's one thing that's been kind of missing. Nobody really knows what's coming. They don't know if we're coming or going or what's happening. So we're going to fix that, I hope. Okay, let's get right to it. Number one, the unofficial reassembly tournaments that I'm going to have on my channel. I say unofficial because there is still going to be official tournaments with Anisoptra Games. And if you're interested in the official tournaments, head off to www.anisopragames.com. I believe I'm going to put the actual link in the description below so that you can get there. Anyway, so first off, with my tournaments, with the tournaments that are going to happen on the channel, which are going to be every Sunday, let me remind everybody that I have no prizes to give right now. Maybe someday, when or if it becomes really popular, we'll have something that, we'll have arranged something so that you get something out of it. But right now, it's just bragging rights, and it's a virtual high five if you win. And really, I don't know, of course, everybody wants to win. Of course, it's a competition, right? It is still for fun, and you get a chance to show off your creations, which I think is going to be even more important. And, I'm going to be commentating the whole thing, so it should be a lot of fun. Right, like I said, these will be held on Sunday for the time being. Just for the time being. I don't know if that's going to be permanent or not, but for the time being, we're going to have them on Sunday, and will only be available to people on my Steam friends list. You have to be friends with me on Steam in order for this to work. That way I can access your ships in the game. Now, listen carefully to the rest of this. This is really important if you want to be part of this. There is going to be 3 categories of ships inspired by the developers' official tournaments, because they also have these 3 categories right now as well. It will be 250p or less for the probe category, 3000p or less for the cruiser category, or 8000p or less for the Dreadnought category. So technically you could bring a 100p ship into the 8000p category, but don't expect it to do that well. And let's try to keep it serious. Like if you're going into the 8000p, you probably want to bring in at least a 6000p ship. Maybe you want something later. I don't know. But you know what? I'm not gonna put any restrictions on that beyond that. But you must not go over. If you want to be part of the probe category of ship tournaments, you must be 250p or less. It can't be 251. It can be 250, but it can't be 251. You get it, right? And you can bring your cruiser class into the Dreadnought class. If you feel that it is capable of destroying 8000p ships, by all means, I would be happy to enter it. But you must send me a comment, a message, communicate in some fashion, whether it be on Steam, whatever, which ships you want entered into what categories. And you must be specific. I want ship names. And if you do comment and you send it to me in YouTube, please let me know what your Steam name is too. I may not have that information all in front of me because your Steam name differs from your YouTube name, right? So I need to know what your Steam name is, the name of your ship, the category you wish it to be entered into. So just to give an example, so Deluks is my Steam name. My ship name is Catamaran, and I want to enter into the probe category of competition, right? So I need those 3 pieces of information are really, really, really important. Something else, of course, the names of your ships, please try to keep them PG-13, family friendly. No swears or anything weird. Well, no, weird is fine, but no swears or anything obscene or gross, please, because I have to actually say these names, and quite honestly, if it's really bad, I'm just not gonna do it, right? So try to keep them, fun. They can be totally fun, but I try to keep this kind of family friendly, right? So also, your name cannot be unnamed spaceship. That is the default name that a ship gets when you just create it, is unnamed spaceship. So please, it cannot be that. So those are the only things. It must be PG-13 or PG or or family friendly, however you want to put it. Like, it can't be anything gross, and like gross as in like obscene, right? It can be gross. It can be like dirty entrails. That's fine. I don't mind that, right? But it can't be obscene. It can't be swear words and stuff like that, because I try to keep that at a minimum on the channel. So all that makes sense? Good. Okay, now all entries must be in by no later than Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, this is an absolute must, because I have to have time to put everything together. I need to know how many competitors we're going to have. I need to know how much time I'm going to have to allocate for recording. And of course, I still have to edit that night and everything too. So I need to have everything all together by that time. Now, if you don't know what Mountain Standard Time is for your time zone, I think if you just type in Mountain Standard Time into your browser, it's going to show you the different, or type in the time zones, or type in time zones. I'm sure you can figure it out. I don't know how it compares to everybody else, because I don't know where you live, right? So, but just know that I have to have everything together by 1:30 Mountain Standard Time. So I'll need to know your name, the ship name, and the categories you're going to be. And also, only just for this competition at least, just to make things simple, no more than one ship for each category per person. So in other words, you can enter 3 different ships. You can enter 1 probe, 1 cruiser, 1 dreadnought. I don't want to do anything more than that right now, just because, you know, I want to be sure that, you know, as many people as possible that want to jump in on this have an opportunity to do so. And if we have too many entries, of course, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody. So, you know, just for this one, at least, I have no idea how many people are going to jump in. So I don't know. You know, if we only have 5 people, you know, I guess we'll have to allow more. But if I have 50, you know, that's going to be a totally different thing. That means that, you know, what's 50 times 3 is 150. That means 150 ships are going to be fighting against each other. That's a lot of ships, right? So, and we may even have to break it up. I don't know. I may not be able to do everybody's ship in one episode. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. You guys could just totally bombard me, and that's cool. One way or another, you're going to get your ship shown on YouTube, and you're going to be part of the competition. So we'll get you there. Now, if reassembly is quirky and your ship doesn't appear that day, don't worry. We'll get you in on the next week. Don't be upset. You're going to get in. Don't panic. Okay. So I think this is going to be a huge amount of fun. I'm really excited about it. So now, keep in mind also, for this tourney coming up on this Sunday, I am not going to exclude any weapons, hull types, like our factions, nothing. Anything goes for this tourney coming up on Sunday. Now, we may need to modify that. I understand that there's certainly some overpowered weapons. Trust me, I see it. I see it. I am not blind. But again, you know, like, it's not like if you don't win, it's not like you're not winning the whatever, right? There is no actual physical prize to be had yet at this point in time. So consider these kind of like practice tournaments, I guess. And, you know, practice for me too, so that I know how to coordinate these really well and in the future. And maybe, you know, eventually when we do maybe have some prizes to give away, we also have some rules to go along with the tournament to disallow or allow, or maybe we have limited and unlimited tournaments, tournaments where certain ships aren't allowed or certain weapons aren't allowed, whereas unlimited tournaments where anything goes. You know, who knows, right? Who knows what the future is going to bring? I don't know. This is the first time I've done this, and I don't know what to expect. But for this particular tournament coming up, anything goes, as long as you're within the P limits. Now, try not to cheat. I'm sure there's going to be a way to cheat. If you cheat, you know, it's not really going to be, I mean, might be entertaining for 2 seconds, but it's kind of disappointing in the long run. So try not to cheat. I'm sure there's a way to make your ship look like it has less, but it has more. I don't know. Who knows, right? But, you know, try to keep it honest. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about the series that I'm showing on the channel. Now, this last couple weeks, I mean, was absolutely insane. I mean, we had the Terra Tech launch onto Steam. We had the Reassembly launch, like from early access to full release. I had the Sky Saga series, you know, I mean, because I only had access to it for a week, so of course that took priority onto the channel. And then I had new content coming on, and then I had you know, an episode of Don't Starve, and then other things got pushed, and you know what, I can't do it all. The bottom line is, as many of you know, I work a full-time job as well, and I also love creating content for you guys. I often don't have much time to record, edit, and upload more than 7 videos a week. So that leads to some serious limitations as to the variety of content that I can put on the channel. However, I often, you know, overextend myself and try to do too much just because that's how I play games. I play everything. Like I'm all over the place, and you know, it drives the lovely Lisa crazy because she can't keep. She looks at me. She's like, "How do you keep track of all of these different games?" And you know, you guys know because you guys are gamers too. Like we can just do this, and you know, we love new content. We want to jump in on the new stuff, but we're also playing the old stuff. And we're playing the stuff in between, and that kind of reflects in the YouTube channel. Now I know I need more structure. I get it, and you know, I've heard you guys loud and clear. We want schedules, we want to know what you're doing, and we want to be sure that, you know, some series don't fall behind and others take precedence, and I get that. Now this, like I said, the last few weeks have been weird, and I wanted to be sure that we presented TerraTech and Reassembly for their launches because, you know, that's the time where people want to see it, and I'm really excited to share all that with everybody. I love making these videos. I love it, and the more people that come visit and come say hi, the better, and you know, that just makes me happy. So all that being said, there's a number of series that we're gonna have to kind of suspend for a while, and it's not because I don't want to do more. It's like I said, if I'm only able to do at max, and sometimes it's less than 7, just because every once in a blue moon Rob needs to take a break. As fun as this is, like, I can do this 90% of the time, but every once in a while I have to step back and go, okay, you know what, I just want to play a game. I just want to sit back or spend time with Lisa, or you know, go for a walk, see what the sky looks like sometimes. That's kind of fun. But you know, but most of the time I'm good to just keep going and going and going and going. That's just me and my drive, right? I just love doing it, and I love the video production part of it. But you know, there's some games that we're just gonna have to put aside for now, not necessarily forever, but for now, for as long as I have a full-time job, I'm just not gonna be able to do everything, right? So we are gonna have to put aside, unfortunately, and I'm sorry if you're only here for these games, and we're not saying that we're never gonna do them again, because we might revisit them. It's just, for now, we're gonna have to put them aside. We're gonna put aside Spore, The Sims 4. Oh man, it's too bad because I love those series. I love them. It's just, you know, I have to, the priority to the videos and the series that people are really coming back for. So Spore, The Sims 4, we're gonna have to put aside. Of course, Don't Starve. We only did one episode of Don't Starve. I loved it, and I've got lots more videos, but there's just no room on the channel, unfortunately, for it. And you know, I had mixed reviews from you guys anyway. Firefall, again, people loved the Firefall, but and I think I was explaining this to somebody on the channel the other day. It's really tough to keep doing an MMO Let's Play because it requires so much time both on and off camera to play the game and really get further in the game and show off new stuff. And it just takes a lot of time. And I love Firefall. I love a lot of MMOs, but to be able to do long-term series of them, it's just, I just don't have time to be able to work and do that. It's too much. And unfortunately, for now, I mean, I haven't done any for a long time anyway, so there's not like people are going to be like, oh, that's it, we quit because you're not doing this, because I haven't done it for a long time. But Space Engineers, I did have a co-op series, and of course I was doing some Let's Plays. And of course there's Roid Rangers, who, I mean, I've had a lot of people say that, you know, we want more Roid Rangers. And I love the series, and it's probably, I mean, it's one of the first things I did with the channel. And I love it, but it's a lot of work, guys. I tell you, to put together little mini movies like that was so work intensive, and it would eat up an entire weekend. Like, I think the last video took me 36 hours to produce, and that's with help. I had the help of 2 other people. It was crazy. And now I've learned a lot since then, and I could probably do it a lot faster, but you know, maybe someday we'll do an entire new season of Roid Rangers, because I think, you know, I think the potential for that is crazy. But we're just gonna have to put it aside for now. So that means we've got a lot of content on the channel already. For those ones, we're just gonna have to put them aside for now and prioritize the series that are, of course, really popular with everybody, and the stuff that I'm currently playing. That's also part of it. I like to present a whole variety of things, but I also like to stay current on the channel with things that I am actively playing and really into. And right now, you know, I'm into Reassembly, I'm into TerraTech, I'm into Gratuitous Space Battles 2. Definitely. I am in... sorry, that was my Skype was popping up. I should turn that stuff off when I'm recording. I'm into Factorio. I'm loving Factorio right now. And I've got a couple others that I'd like to make room for. And, you know, it's tough with all these other ones pending. And a lot of you guys... Oh, and did I mention TerraTech? Yes, TerraTech is staying in the series, in the set of stuff that we're doing too as well. So anyway, speaking of TerraTech, I'm going to bring that up specifically because... I am going to continue with the TerraTech series. However, the whole reason we're on Season 5 already is because TerraTech is a moving target. It's constantly being updated. There's so much happening with the game. And when I reload a game, even when it does reload, it's pretty evident pretty quickly that the game is going to do all sorts of crazy weird stuff because I'm reloading an older version into a newer version, and therefore it's just completely, totally unstable. So, and that's how I spent last Tuesday night as I tried to produce another TerraTech episode from the old save game in the newer version, and all I did was fight with it all night long, and I got so aggravated that I actually said, bah, that's it, and I walked away, and I actually didn't produce a video at all, but I spent 6 hours on it. It was ridiculous. So we're going to continue doing TerraTech, but unfortunately we have to start over. And yeah, it's just the way it is. I know a lot of you guys that have been watching these TerraTech series all along. I want to do the campaign. Now, we could be doing other stuff. We could be doing the R&D, and we could be doing more stuff in the challenges, and you know, maybe we could do that too. But you know, I really want to show off the campaign and its progression as we hit those updates, right? So because that's where I think most people are interested. At least that's where I would be more specifically interested in, is seeing how the campaign is evolving, because the campaign is where I think most of us will end up spending most of our time. So in order to do that, of course, then I have to restart again. And you know, I don't have the time to be able to, you know, go in every time after restart and play the game up to the point of where we were and then start recording the series again. Like I said, time is a valuable commodity, and I don't have enough of it to be able to do stuff like that. So unfortunately, we are going to be restarting the TerraTech series, and we're going to be starting from scratch. And you know what? The bright side of that is we're going to get to see some things that we missed in the last few patches, like solar panels and some other stuff that gets presented well apparently at the beginning of the campaign, and I haven't even seen it yet because I just haven't gone back. So anyway, that is where TerraTech stands. There is more coming, but it is going to be Season 6. As opposed to Season 5, and we're not going to be able to continue where we left off. So, bummer, but hey, you know what? Good news, because TerraTech gets updated all the time, and there's all sorts of new content along the way that, you know, we would have missed now anyway. So, cool. Okay, next on the list is scheduling. Now, I'm only able to give 1 week of schedule at a time for now, starting with tomorrow. Now, tonight, unfortunately, is a write-off. I got home late from work. I'm able to give you guys this. I know it's not much, but it's something, and I think I probably would have put on some reassembly in the background for you guys to watch, but unfortunately, I just won't have time to make another video tonight. But, you know, this next week, I have a full layout for you. So tomorrow, February 28, 2015, I have left Saturdays. Generally speaking, I think we're going to have Saturdays as a flex day. So Saturdays could be new content. It could be something I found, you know, just a brand new game. It could be something new that we're kind of showcasing. Specifically tomorrow, I may actually already have a previous engagement with Anisoptra Games to help them with the commentary. Now, there's no guarantee for their own official tournaments, so I've been invited to help with that. Now, we may or may not be able to make this work tomorrow, but we're going to do our darndest and try and make it happen, which means I will be on Twitch tomorrow on the Anisoptra channel. So that's very, very exciting. And well, one way or another, you know, I'm going to be in and around there because, you know, this is the first official tournament post-release of the game. So I'd love to see how they're going to put it together and make it all work. I mean, I know there's some old videos of them doing that online, but, you know, this is our first chance to see what they can do officially. So very, very exciting. And my goal there is not to learn and then do something better, although, no, because I'm part of it, right? I want to be part of it. Now, so Saturday, there may not be a video because I might be on Twitch all day. Who knows? And if we can't get it all figured out. I may have time to do something else, but probably not. I'm also going to Video Games Live, which is the Philharmonic Orchestra here in Edmonton. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's this concert where they play all video game music, and it's just a big, massive show, so I'm super excited. Yes, I am such a geek. I admit it, but it is so much fun. So that's tomorrow evening, and I am going, of course, with the lovely Lisa. That's very, very exciting. So, as far as Sunday goes, Sunday is, of course, the day of the tournament. Have your entries in by 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Did I say that already? Yes, have your entries in by 1:30 Mountain Standard Time on Sunday, and you can send it to me either via YouTube on the comments. Preferably comments on this video would be really convenient. You can send them to me in Steam. I have no problem with that. Try to not send it to me on the TerraTech videos because that might be a little confusing. I'm sure you understand. Easiest probably be comments on this particular video, or you could just send me a direct message via YouTube. I'm cool with that too. If you want to have it private and it's like this, your secret creation, you don't want anybody else to know about it. Not that they would know anyway, or steal your name or something. But yeah, as long as I get it by 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday. So, and then Sunday we're going to be having the tournaments, which, you know, I'll be streaming in Steam, but, you know, probably starting around 3 to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But you won't hear me. You're just going to see what's going on. You're not going to be able to hear me because I don't record audio, or I don't allow audio to be played through Steam because it takes up too much system resources, and it's a little disconcerting when I'm trying to record videos and stuff. So anyway, so just so you know what's happening on Sunday. Monday, we are going to have the lovely Lisa, who will bring us Rimworld Alpha 9. Very exciting. She is making her comeback. Of course, she is going to be starting over a brand new game. Now, the reason she really wants to start over, I know we didn't make it that far in the Alpha 8, and, you know, it was kind of an experiment. She wasn't sure if she was going to like doing the series or not, and how comfortable she would be. But I think, you know, both her and I have established boundaries. You know, I'm going to leave her alone, and she's going to promise not to kill me. So it's a perfect system. It's going to be fantastic. And actually, I'm going to be doing a little bit more commentating on her game, and sort of letting... or stating my observations rather than offering my suggestions. And I think that's going to work really well, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited. So we're going to see that on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to have a brand new season of TerraTech, as we discussed before. Wednesday, the long overdue next video on the Factorio series. I'm sorry it took so long. I know. I've been hearing all about it, but, you know, it's coming. On Wednesday, we're going to have new Factorio. I will try to do 2 episodes that day just to make up for it. It's not that hard to do with Factorio because it's for some reason with Factorio, once I start playing, I can't stop. I don't know why. And I always end up going over my time, and I have to edit out things, you know, just whatever, just to make it all fit. But so, you know, I might actually make 2 episodes just to make up for you guys that are waiting for Factorio. Thursday, we're going to have Gratuitous Space Battles 2. Super excited about that one too. Very neat. Friday, we're going to have our reassembly, back to our reassembly campaign. So we're going to go back to our nanoviruses, and we're going to, of course, continue on with that story. I think we only have a couple more episodes left of that series, and then we're going to go on to the next season, and we're going to pick a new faction to play. So yeah, that will continue on, and I'm going to try and keep those on Fridays. Sorry I didn't have one tonight. I've already explained why I can't. Saturday is our flex day, as I said. So Saturdays is anything can happen Saturdays, kind of like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. Anything can happen Thursdays. No, it's anything can happen Saturdays. So if I find some new content, if you guys present me with something that you think you'd want to see on the channel, or I find something on my own, I was thinking about a few other series with some other games too as well, and that would be a good time to present them to you guys and see if you guys want me to continue on with the series, or maybe it's just something that I don't care, I just want to play so badly that I'm going to play on the channel anyway. But, you know, because sometimes I just don't care what you guys think. And I love you guys, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I just gotta play certain things, and why not share it with you guys? Okay, so Saturday's a flex day. There will be a video on Saturdays, most Saturdays, I think. But who knows what it's going to be. It's kind of, you know, it's random, exciting. And, of course, back to Sunday, which will bring us back to our reassembly tournaments. And then after that, I don't know. So that's our next week, and I will try to do an update with, every Friday, just a quick one. This is a longer one. This is longer than I really had planned. So Friday, of course, there will be 2 videos. Yes, that's right. Friday, there will be 2 videos, 1 quick announcement, update, schedule, what we're going to be doing for the next week, and which will be like, I don't know, 40 seconds. That's my goal. I'm going to try not to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk because I have a problem. I know I have a problem, just so that you guys know what the schedule is going to look like. And then, of course, our reassembly campaign on Friday as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. I would love to answer them. I just want to say, I know I haven't done a thank you video for 3,000 subscribers, but I'm not even sure how to thank. I don't understand how it's even happening. All I do is I come on here and I make videos because I love the process of it. I love editing. It's really exciting to me. It's so different from what I do in real life. And I get sucked in and it's become addicting, and I just love sharing. And I don't think I'm a narcissist. It's not it. That's not it. I'm actually, I'm a little bit of an introvert with extroverted qualities. It's really weird, and this satisfies something so deep inside of me. I just love doing it, and I feel like I'm making people happy, and to me that's everything. And I'm a pleaser. I've always been that way, and every time I get a positive comment, it just fills me with absolute joy. And it breaks my heart a little bit when I do something or say something that makes people upset, of course, right? But I'm getting better at coping with that, and I can take the criticism. I'm a big boy. I can take the criticism, but I just hope people are mostly enjoying what I do here. And 3,000 subs is amazing, but I don't understand it. I don't know why people are here. Like I like to produce content that I think I would enjoy, but I still, it's hard to believe that many people have come to share in my experiences here, and I guess I'm really grateful. I am extremely grateful. But I don't even know how to say thank you. I know I did some thank you videos many months ago. Actually, what's funny is this channel has only been around for what, 8-9 months? Like we haven't even been around that long, and we've come this far. That's the crazy thing about it. And I remember doing my 50 subscribers video, my thank you for 50 subscribers, because I was just baffled. There's 50 people following me. How crazy is that? And that was like after 3 months of the channel being around. And then after, just at the end of, in November. Yes, in November, we did a 200 subscriber video. Thank you to you guys. 200 subscribers. Yes, 200 in November. And again, it was one of those, I'm baffled. Like, I'm absolutely baffled. I don't get it. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I just can't believe it. I just love that you guys want to come and share this stuff with me. But now I'm beyond words. It's 3,000 people. 3,000 people have signed up to this channel to watch what I do. And there is no words to explain how awesome that is, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. I think that's the biggest thing. So rather than worry about that stuff, I'm just gonna play video games and play it like I always do, and do the editing like I always do, because I think that's what really, I really enjoy more than anything, is doing some pretty good content in terms of the gameplay, and then making it better by adding the fast forwards and the music and making it fun, all throughout the videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I know I am, and I think I'm getting better. I mean, wow. I look back at some of the original videos. I know I'm babbling here. I know I'm totally babbling, but some things have to be said, right? I look back at the first few videos I made, and it's just I hadn't found my voice here, and now that I'm finding it, it's so exciting. And it was always there. I just didn't know how to bring it out, and it's just experience and sharing. The more I share, the better I get, and the more videos I make, and we're pushing 200 videos now, guys. 200! Isn't that crazy? Okay, I've taken way too much of your time. Thank you for all 3 people that have actually listened to this whole thing. I didn't expect all 3 of you to... Oh, there goes... Now we're down to 2. No, the 1. Yeah, everybody's left. So now I'm actually officially talking to myself. That's okay. That's okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of your support. Stay cool.